The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. SB 741 will protect transgender people's privacy by updating and aligning the process for which marriage certificates and birth certificates are processed. Current law still discloses the original or birth name on these official documents and therefore allows for the possibility of discrimination of transgender people. SB 741 would fix this and therefore prevent transgender people from discrimination when enrolling their child in school, applying for a loan, or when official documents need to be disclosed. With me today is Alice Kessler with Equality California and Amira Hasenbush, an attorney who has firsthand experience with the pain and difficulty the process a transgender person goes through. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Very good. I'd like to indicate there's no opposition that has been recorded, so you can keep it short, and that would be wonderful.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here today. My name is Amira Hasenbush. I run a solo law firm in Los Angeles County that focuses on LGBT individuals and families. As a part of that practice, I assist transgender clients in obtaining legal name and gender changes. I also spent 5.5 years working for the Williams Institute, an LGBT think tank at UCLA School of Law. As a part of that work, I drafted and provided technical assistance for bills and model laws that impacted the LGBT community. In the last year, I worked with a client who's going through an amicable divorce. She decided to take back her maiden name, and both she and her husband agreed to hyphenate their children's last names as a result. However, when she asked if she could modify her older child's birth certificate to reflect her husband's gender, he had transitioned to male between the birth of their first and second child. All I could tell her was that it would cost more money and I couldn't guarantee the outcome. They chose not to make the change at all, and he is still listed on the child's birth certificate as the mother of the child. Another client hired me to complete her name and gender change 11 months ago. She received her court order of name and gender change in mid-July, 8 weeks after we filed her petition with the court. I got confirmation from her that she finally received her amended marriage certificate yesterday, more than 8 months after she received her judgment. In order to get her new marriage certificate with the old one sealed and without indications of her former name, I drafted and submitted a legal memo to the court, had a formal hearing before a judge, filed a separate motion, got that order partially approved, sent 30 emails back and forth with vital records between June of last year and March of this year. Yes, I counted. Made countless phone calls and towed a very careful line between begging, insisting, and threatening. I succeeded on behalf of my client, and she, very luckily for her, had signed a flat fee agreement with me that only charged her for 1 hour of my time to amend her marriage certificate. But the vast majority of transgender people do not have the financial reserves to hire private counsel to complete their name and gender change paperwork, and I honestly don't think that her marriage certificate amendment could have been completed without the advocacy of a lawyer. Frankly, I wasn't even sure I could do it, and I'm not sure every lawyer would get the same outcome. This should not be the process. The change is small. The fix is simple. Trans folks should be able to have their legal name and gender change reflected appropriately on all of their administrative documents, not just their birth certificates.
Thank you very much. Next witness, briefly.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, Alice Kessler here on behalf of Equality California, sponsor of the bill, and for the very compelling reasons stated by my colleague, we would urge your aye vote.
Thank you very much. Are there any other witnesses in support? Any witnesses in opposition? Seeing and hearing none, any questions? Move the bill. Motion by Senator Stern. I think fairly straightforward. Thank you for bringing this forward. The motion is due pass to Senate Health. Please call the roll.
Jackson?
Aye.
Jackson, aye. Borges? Allen? Allen, aye. Caballero? Monning? Aye. Monning, aye. Stern? Aye. Stern, aye. Umberg? Wachowski?
All right, 4-0. We'll hold the roll open. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I can see her.